Clever, and we are going to create a project in Noodle Tools. So in Clever, you're going to open up Noodle Tools, and then you're going to type you're going to select up in the upper right hand corner, new project, and try and stay with me with this. And then you're going to call it your topic. My topic is paying college athletes. Okay, and then you guys are going to select MLA and junior, and then hit submit. I have to give it a different title. Paying College Athletes 1. Hit submit. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open my project now. You'll have to create an account. Yep, through Google. So I'm going to open my project now, and it's blank. And I'm ready to add my sources. There's nothing in there yet. I'm ready to add my sources. So we're going to start at a database, and we're going to start at Power Library, and we're going to start at, click here for Power Teens, and we're going to go to SIRS Discoverer. Now, what I'm showing you in one database is going to exist in all of the databases that I have and that I showed you and that are outlined in the Google Doc that I made to tell you which databases you should be looking in. So, SIRS Discoverer. If I choose my topic, college paying college athletes, and I choose this article, student athlete compensation. Any article in here is going to have the same option. And this is basically where, at the beginning of this lesson, when you guys first came to me to do this project, I talked about if you use a database, you can DoorDash your citation in, versus if you Google, you have to go in and make it from scratch. This is going to allow us to DoorDash, and how we do that is we click on Cite. You always want to look for these little quotes. Do you see those quotes where it says Cite on the right? Every database that I show you has those quotation marks and will have the ability to DoorDash your citation in, or to send it into Noodle Tools. So I'm going to click on Cite, and then look at what it gives me. It gives me the citation, and then it says send citation to Noodle Tools. So I can just click on that, and because I already have Noodle Tools open, it will find it, and it will put it in there for me. So I'm going to click on it. I send it to that project. It's defaulted to send it to the project you just made in Noodle Tools. I hit import. It says right here, one citation imported into project paying for college athletes 1. I go into my sources, I hit refresh, and my citation is there and done. Okay? It's done, it's made. I don't have to do anything with it until I'm ready and I'm done with all the others. So I'm going to go grab another one. We're going to use a different database. I'm going to go into Academic 1 file, select by Gail. I'm going to type in paying college athletes. I'm going to find some articles here. False equivalency, okay, maybe I want it to be a little bit newer. I can tell it to make it newer. But whenever I find my article, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to look for the quotation marks. Look, it's in a different spot. Guys, look up here too. See, you always want to look for that little quotation mark with the word cite. Each database will look a little different, but it will have those quotation marks are universal. So I can click on that, click export to Noodle Tools, hit import. It tells me it did it. I can go back to my Noodle Tools sources, hit refresh, and it's in there. I'm going to go back to another database. I'm going to actually go out of Noodle Tools. I'm afraid to try Points of View Reference Center. I'm going to try it even though I'm recording. So if I'm recording, I'm not going to edit this out. It wasn't opening a period ago. We'll see if it's working. Oh, I think it's going to work this time. So we need to log in using my username and password. PL204, then capital PL207, PL-2074. Let's hope it works for me this time. All right, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to find my paying athletes in sports articles, paying college athletes. Sorry, not athletes in sports, paying college athletes. I'm going to click on this first article and look, I'm going to look for the quotation marks. See them up here at the top? Cite, it's going to look a little different. This one looks uglier. So you're going to have to do a little bit more to figure it out. We're not copying the citation. We're exporting it. Where are we exporting it? Into Noodle Tools. So once I click on this, look, it gives me the option to export to Noodle Tools. Hit that, hit import, go in, hit refresh. There it is. So I did 3 different databases, finding the little quotation marks to find the citation, and I sent them into Noodle Tools. That's the one way, that's the easiest way. But the reality is sometimes your sources aren't in a database. Sometimes you have to go to Google. So we're going to do an example of one of those. So my article on paying college athletes is right here. I found it on ESPN. I'm going to use this article. And so in Noodle Tools, now I have to do it from scratch. So I can't just ship anything in. So I have to click on New Source, and then I have to decide what tab to pick. Anytime you Google, you will start at website. So anything you Googled, you're just going to automatically pick the website tab, and then almost all of your sources are just going to be web page. What's already picked for you right there at the top. But it's possible, if it says journal, you would want to start at journal. If it says magazine, you would want to say want to start at magazine. You can use a YouTube video as a source in your paper. You would just start at video clip online if that's the direction you want to go. But the one that I have is just a web page. So now I just have to fill in all of the forms. So the very first thing it's asking for is a URL. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy the URL, go in, paste the URL. It's asking for a date of publication. Do articles always have a date of publication? No. You can leave it blank if it's not there. That's okay. But if it is, you should try and look. Sometimes you have to look at the very bottom too to find a date. This one has a date right here, May 23rd, 2024. So I'm going to put that in there, May 23rd, 2024. And then your date of access is today. That's asking, what day did you get it? Did you look up the article? Well, the most recent date is today. Because why? You're citing it today. You're citing it right now. Okay, contributors. It wants to know who the author, editor, or translator is. This article has an author, and his name is Pete Thamel. So I'm going to type that in there. Okay, and then your web page or document article title. This is the title of your article. Is this NCAA? I often will just copy these and paste them because I don't want any typos. The one thing that you cannot do, or that you should not do, is have the entire article in all caps. Okay, you would need to fix that. The name of the website is ESPN. The publisher of the site is often found at the bottom of the article. So if you look here, I'm going to scroll down, and this website's wonky. What happens is when I get to the bottom of the article, it just gives me a new article, right? And it might do this forever because it wants me to stay on there. But the weirdest thing, if I keep scrolling, this little bottom banner pops up that gives me the publisher information all the way down here. Do you see where it says copyright ESPN Enterprises Inc.? That's what it is, ESPN Enterprises Inc. Now look what Noodle Tools tells me. It says omit, that means leave out, omit business types. So what should I do? Leave off the Inc. It tells me to leave off the Inc., so I'm going to leave it off. Now I'm done. I'm going to hit save. Now I have my 4 sources. So how do I get it out of Noodle Tools? Well, before we get to that, I'm going to show you 2 things. Number 1, when you go to write your paper, you no longer need to worry about bookmarking your article. Noodle Tools did that for you. Guys, look up here. You can see this little square with the arrow. That'll allow you to open it and access your article to read it so when you're ready to start writing your paper. So that feature is really nice. If you make a mistake in something, you can click over here on the 3 dots and you can edit. Let's say you accidentally had a duplicate source or you have a source you ended up not using, you can delete it. So there are other features in Noodle Tools. With that being said, I'm going to show you how to export your citations. Get them into Google. So we go up to this export print button, print or export to Google Docs, all sources, submit, give it permission in your Google Drive, and this is the page that you will turn in. This is the last page of your works cited, and you will turn this into Mr. Hart's, and this is what would be a 50 out of 50. Okay? This is how you do your works cited page.
That's it.
That's it.